Alright boys, you've been brilliant all season, but it doesn't end here. We go again. We keep going. Louis, I want to see goals from you today. Get the pace, get him round the back. Charlie, I want you to win every single header. Kev, you're so much better than Joe. Sorry Joe, you're not on the bench. Bobby, you've not been brilliant all year. You were the chosen one! Show me why. Dale, you can take the muzzle off of Jeff, but remember, hold the bonio, lead him to the pitch. Alright boys, it's playoff semi-final time. Let's do this! That's right viewers, it's playoff time in the TYC. Today we take on Grimsby at the New Lodge, a fortress. It's been brilliant to us all year. We need one more really good result and that should see us go, I believe, to Wembley. The repercussions are more financial than anything else. If we go to Wembley, there'll be TV, there'll be more fans. Just, yes, we'll take the whole town on a night out afterwards. Drinks are on arse end. No, literally, because I'll be pouring them all over his head. Completely even between us and Grimsby, but we beat them last time we played them at the New Lodge 1-0. And the man on the score sheet that day was, of course, Louis Watts. Let's hope that he can do it again. We do have one small problem, and that is that Fogden is suspended and will be suspended for this game and this game alone, which means Sean McDowell's coming in. But let's try not to panic. So, the team for today is as follows. Lockett is in goal, Ramsey on the left, Swain, McDowell and Grant are the back four. Lloyd, Dinsmore, Doria Henry, all in midfield. Good to have Doria Henry back. Doria the Explorer has been very good this year. Hopefully that will continue. Bobby Croswell, Dale Carlton and Watts are up front. I've never been more pumped for a game than I am this one. This would be a massive step forward in my career. If we can get to our first time at Wembley, would be amazing. They've got a couple of good players to watch out for. Tilly's a player that tends to do quite well against. He's got 9 goals and 48 this year. But their man up front, 9 goals and 48 again, not brilliant. Jack Hughes on the left's pretty decent. I'm not too worried. I shouldn't be too concerned. This boy's quite good though. Taran Alarakia looks quite decent. But again, no one in double figures in terms of scoring for them. Whereas we have got Dale Carlton, top scorer in the league this season with 23. And then of course Louis Watts, who's randomly just massively caught up with him because he's only been half the time but nearly has as many goals as well. So, assertively say, I want you to pick up from where you left off last time, which was a 2-0 win against Solihull Moors. Nothing has happened obviously since the last episode. Let's go. That team talk wasn't as impressive as the one that I gave a minute ago in the intro. Right. Come on, boys. This is it. This is it. This separates the men from the boys. Who will step up and be a hero for us today? I've got a feeling Louis Watts is going to score. And Crosswell's got to do something. I feel it. It's been one of the dullest halves of football you will ever see. There's obviously a lot of nerves out on that pitch as it stands, because as we enter the last 5 minutes of the first half, there's been not one highlight, nothing. We've had all the shots on target, but I've done nothing with them, which makes me think that this is a very tense, cagey game, and they're obviously being a little bit defensive, which I can understand coming to the New Lodge. And we have the first highlight of the game. Tilly into Clifton. I'm a bit annoyed that they've got the ball here. Ramsey, who's been probably player of the year all year this year. They're missing Crosswell with a decent tackle, but it falls to Giles. Hughes now on the left. Can we win this ball back? Hughes is in. Hughes, oh my god, he's in it just wide. A little bit dodgy from us there. We missed out on the ball in the midfield, and the front two have had literally no service by the looks of things. 0-0 at the break. Incredibly dull. I'm going to get assertive, so I'm far from pleased with what I've just seen, especially from the front two. Going to say passionately, you weren't that bad, but I believe in you. Defensively, fine. Midfield-wise, again, not really dominating the game. Louis Ramsey's taking a knock, which is literally the last thing I needed right now. Jack Robinson still isn't 100% fit since he broke his leg. And it would mean I'd have to bring on Stuart Butler. We're racking up yellow cards as well, and you can tell we're beginning to lose our tempers a little bit. It's not happening today. Grimsby are doing a really good job of just keeping us out, and Dale Carlton's having a bit of a stinker. I thought I'd bring a pen to make me look a little bit more intelligent, like I'm ready for these things. I'm going to bring Butler on, and we're going to take Dale Carlton off. It's just not been his day. Rafael Lopez comes on. Honestly, there's been one highlight in nearly 70 minutes of football. It's been atrocious. There's another one here. And Grimsby have been the better team. You can't argue against it, but Swain heads a nice ball into Bobby Crosswell. Swain, great ball out to Butler. Now what's he got in his tank? Brilliant from Butler. Go on, Butler. He's Rabona'd it in. Oh, what? It was a brilliant volley. I mean, Butler there with the Rabona cross. I mean, there's a time and a place to try it. That probably wasn't it. And is the highlight going to continue from here? I'm so nervous. I'm chewing my pen. Giles, great touch. Giles, is anyone going to get there? Brilliant save by Lockett. He holds onto the ball. Got to put the pen down. Put the pen down. Otherwise, it's not going to be there by the end because I'll have eaten it. 4 minutes added on time in one of the worst games of the season. But it's so much riding on it that I will be... At this rate, I'm literally going to have the entire team booked. Look at that. That's... What's that? 7 yellows? I'm going to take Jeff Lloyd off because if there's one man I know that could likely get himself sent off, it's Jeff. I'm going to certainly say keep playing the way you have. The result will come. I don't actually believe that because we've been awful. We've created nothing, really. Dinsmore, free kick. Whips it in. Watts, I thought he was going to get them. McDowell's got to get there. He hasn't. This is bad. They're on the counter. Ahmad plays it back. And now, Alarakia, a player I highlighted before the game, into Mustaf. They've been easily the better team, really, in terms of the fact that they're away from home. And they kind of dominated this game. Alarakia is in. Tease it. Back post. It's 1-0. Alex Samuel scored. And we're not... Alarakia has been a problem all day. Whips it in. Samuel at the back post. The first highlight, a real note, and they've scored from it. We've been so good at coming back from being behind all year, but this might be a step too far. Grimsby have nullified their very potent strike force, and I have no idea what Butler's doing there. He could have just passed it to one of the forwards, and he just threw it into no man's land. Samuel's in for a second. Lockett holds it. We've just been absolutely blunt as a spoon. Blunt as a spoon. There's still time. There's still time. We still have another half of extra time to go. But at the moment, we just don't look like creating anything. That's the problem. We've not really created a lot all day. We've had one Watts volley from a good bit of play by Sean Butler. Or Stuart Butler, rather. Other than that, we've done nothing. So Alaraki has just been a nightmare. And he's smacked over the bar. But we're just all over the gaff. We're absolutely all over the place. I've gone very attacking. What more can I do? I mean, again, there's a highlight, but it's in our half. We've just not turned up today. The guys have bottled it, it feels like, unless we can come up with something good here. That's nearly gone off, but Dory Henry plays into Dinsmore. Have we got something in the tank? Crosswell, back to McDowell. It's decent play. If Fogden had been here, maybe things would be different, but he's not going to finish. He's not going to help you up front, is he, Fogden? Maybe apart from at set pieces. And Grimsby have just controlled this game from start to finish. Alaraki into the pot. I wouldn't besmirch them a second goal. We've not done enough. Clifton hits it. It's 2-0. On to next season. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. I big this up as a massive game and a real big chance for us to get to a final. And ultimately, we bottled it 3-0 in extra time. I had to go for it. But 3-0, I mean, that is taking the piss a bit, but score from a set piece. Yeah, there's got to be at least one a game, hasn't there? It's not been a good day. Ultimately, we overachieved in the league, but this felt like a real opportunity. I'm gutted. I'm genuinely gutted. They got aggressive and said that wasn't good enough. They've been brilliant all year. I shouldn't be too harsh on them, but I mean, that's good as well. We got fined for ill discipline, which obviously is going to help. I don't want to go to the press conference. I don't want to talk to anyone. I just want to go back home and watch rom-coms with Arsenal while eating ice cream. That's all I want to do right now. Well, we'll do the end of season awards, but it feels like a post-mortem right now. Plans player of the year was Dale Carlton, rightly so. Lou Ramsey comes in second. Tom Dinsmore third. Louis Ramsey got goal of the season against Woking. I don't really want to watch it, if I'm honest. So the season was Tom Dinsmore on a free. Can't disagree with that. And young player of the year was Dale Carlton again. I'm definitely going to try and get him back on loan if I can. We'll sort that out now, to be fair. Because, let's face it, Dale Carlton was brilliant this year. Season review. We've been expected to be amongst mid-table at the start of the season, but we finished second place, so we really overachieved. But just not enough. In terms of the club vision, we still have to work within the wage budget and then finish in the top half, which, to be fair, we've done really well at. End of season team meeting. I'm going to say top half next time round. Everyone goes along with that. That's fine. I reckon we'll be in the playoffs again next year, possibly. End of season break is along, and we've got a wage budget 26.5k with no transfer budget, so that's an extra 4k, which means Louis Watts, he is my priority over the summer. I need to go and get him in without fail. Need to go and get him in. And it's going to be a big summer. There's lots that I need to do. I think we all know really where I need to improve, and that's in the defence. You know, I need to improve in the defence and probably also in the midfield. If I can sort out that, the midfield and the defence, I think we'll be absolutely fine. So I'm going to have a little look over the summer, sort stuff out. In terms of this year, though, I mean, there's a couple of standout players. The main two being Louis Watts and Dale Carlton. Going forward, we were brilliant. And I have to say, I wonder how much losing Jack Robinson at left back hurt our chances of maybe winning the title, or at least pushing Barnett a bit closer. When he broke his leg and was out for 2 to 3 months, we were in such good form. We had sort of sorted the problems out at the back. That might have been the turning point. It might have been the turning point. I was absolutely gutted. The biggest disappointment for me has got to be Bobby Crosswell. Played at 6.9. To be fair, he broke his leg earlier on in the year. It's amazing how I've had 2 players with broken legs in one season. Doesn't often happen. Other than that, it's been a pretty impressive year. I am delighted. I genuinely thought we were going to make it to the final today. But it just wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope that you have enjoyed it and you have enjoyed the season. Of course, make sure that you come back. I still will probably be here at Billericay unless I get offered a really good job. I can only see us staying here. We're building something very strong and very positive at this club, and I want to keep that going. Just thank you so much for watching the episode. Thank you for watching the season. If you have enjoyed it all, please do like, share and subscribe and entitle you for the start of next season with Billericay in my 30-year career. Stay cool. Guys, I'm absolutely gutted.